We're going to take you through the edgeMED scheduling solution. This is 100% cloud-based, so it can be accessed on any computer, laptop, or tablet. I've already logged into the scheduler. Now, the scheduler format itself is customizable on a per-user basis. So what one user looks at or their default view is going to be different than somebody else. This is a top-down approach. I'm looking at from an office manager, perhaps, or supervisor, looking at multiple people or person resources. If I'm one of those person resources, maybe a doctor, I might not care to see my colleagues. So instead, it would just default myself. You're able to create your own person resources. Appointment types are customizable, so name them, color code them, set the duration. Above today's date, there's what we call a quick access menu. So a few things, the fingertips of your users, and one being a convenient way to just transfer appointments to other providers. You could cascade them across multiple providers, accept payment through the system. We run eligibility every evening at 4 a.m. So the idea is when you open this up, you'll know who's covered and who's not. So again, eligibility is ran automatically. That will then drive the copay report, and you can update the prior auth report. Copay report might be called the day end sheet. So this is just everything we're supposed to and have collected. Prior auth report is just going to indicate, maybe it's based on visits, units, or date range, but it's a way to track prior auths. And then over here, you can sync your calendar with both Google Cal or ICS, which is iCal. I'm going to go into a patient here and want to talk about our automated appointment reminders. These are offered in 3 formats: text message, email, or a pre-recorded phone call. You can decide what patient should receive what sort of reminder. You could trigger 2 or more if you wanted to. You can also allow for communication on weekends. You can also have multiple reminders go out. So maybe a reminder should go out a week before the visit and then the night before. The content of the reminders are all customizable. Patient forms. You can create your own consent forms for the patient to e-sign. You can also create your own intake forms for the patient to complete. Perhaps that also might include questionnaires of any sort. Reports, we want to make sure we're giving good data. So you can run an appointment report, payment related report, patient ledger, which is all things related to a single patient, reminder reports, prior auth report, and then patient relations. Do want to go into appointment report. There are quite a few ways to run this, highlighting the 3 most popular. One just being a date range and person resource. Maybe a clinician's looking to take some time off. What's the best time frame to do it? Another popular report is going to be the appointment status. How many no-shows? How many cancellations? And then the 3rd most popular is going to be created by. So this is essentially an audit log. I can track my staff and their movements. Was there a change request created by a staff member, or a new appointment created, a new patient created? So essentially anything can be tracked there. Just going back to the scheduler, we are looking, by the way, at one location. We can accommodate multiple. You can also roll this up into one master schedule as well. So I'm looking at the calendar across all locations. We do offer the traditional check-in. You can go ahead and click on the patient's information. Their demographics pops up. The alerts. So these can be triggered to show at any point in time. We can update demographics, insurance. We can capture payment in the system. We are pulling in the patient's copay and self-pay fee because we automatically checked insurance eligibility. The patient has a balance of any sort that's going to carry forward. And then we also offer something called patient funds. So think of these as credits. You can apply these to future visits. And then to take a credit card in the system, we store it digitally, no terminals, and we remember the card on file. So you can ask the patient, 1111, we're going to run it for the copay today, click accept, and it processes. Once I do take the payment, I'd probably check the patient in at that point. These patients are already checked in. You'll notice by the tick marks, CKC, that's just letting anyone know that's reviewing this that the patient's been checked in. That's it for the today's scheduler demo. We appreciate your time and have a great day.